An innovative solution starts with a moment of recognition. It starts when someone sees something we could do better. These aha moments can come from anywhere. What counts is how we deal with them. A really good example is our new recoil stylet. Designed for use on our Procore needle, it can make EUS procedures faster and less stressful for all concerned. Because we stay close to and listen to the physicians and nurses on the front line, we observed a pain point in EUS biopsy procedures. We saw the challenges the nurses face when they had to remove and store the stylet between needle passes. Now this may sound easy, but the stylet is 1.7 meters long and difficult to handle. It must be stored safely between needle passes, otherwise an additional device will be required. This type of insight drives our creativity and innovation. We usually start with a brainstorming session, calling in colleagues from different departments and SBUs so we can get fresh eyes on the project. Kind of a cross-pollination. At this stage, everything is considered. There are no wrong answers. We don't focus on the how. It's all about listening and being proactive. And the solution we came up with? A stylet that naturally recoils is not rocket science, but it can make the procedure less stressful and faster for the nurse. Which means that the patient is under anesthetic for a shorter period of time. We all know that's a good thing.
Innovation is all about developing an idea and making it relevant for your business. In my universe, this involves innovation of processes, machines, and culture. Even in manufacturing, any innovation starts with the needs of the patient. For Bill Cook, this was key, and he wanted Cook to be a company which hand-produced top-quality products. This also ensures that each employee takes on ownership and responsibility for the quality of our products and for the patient. As we all know, the world has changed dramatically over the past decade, and we need to drive efficiency into our manufacturing practices. Rather than relying upon outsourcing processes, it is very much in the spirit of Cook to develop our own automated manufacturing where it makes sense, enabling us to compete on the global marketplace. With automation of certain processes, we'll still maintain our fine handcrafting of the majority of devices, and we'll still be able to supply top-quality products, however, in a more cost-efficient way. Our Fotograf machine represents a successful milestone of this new direction. An added bonus is the obvious learnings we have drawn from this automation process, which other areas of the organization can benefit from. The learning process in an organization is like a tree growing. It all starts with new ideas and thoughts, which need to be nurtured until they grow and become stronger. So by having an attitude of why not instead of why, we'll make things happen more efficiently.
Not all innovation has to be based on a big idea. But sometimes the simple things can have a really big impact. We're in logistics and we have a successful delivery rate of 99.99%, which we are pretty proud of. We have 9 companies who manufacture around the world, and products destined for Europe go through our European distribution center here in Germany. Orders from the USA are packed on pallets. Some of you may not know this, but the transport costs for air freight are not based upon weight. They are based upon volume, and this is where it gets interesting. In our shelf system in Germany, we have over 1 million units stored. One day, a guy from the warehouse came into my office and showed me how one specific product was packed for shipping and storage. It was in a box along with a lot of air. Fact is, the box contained only about 25% product and 75% air. A quick calculation illustrated how much we were spending to ship and stock air. That was a no-brainer of a business case, and top management gave the green light to act immediately. We got a packaging designer involved who managed to make 60% reduction in the volume of the box. That means that what we used to pack and pay for on 2.5 pallets can now be fitted onto 1 pallet. think of the savings. If there is one thing I'd like to pass on about nurturing this type of climate, I'd say get out of your office. Go visit the place where the work is done. That's where the ideas come from and where the innovation can happen.